In the bustling city of Enugu, Amara sat by the window of her apartment, staring at the bright lights outside. To everyone else, she seems to have it all: beauty, a thriving career in finance, and an apartment that screamed independence. But Amara carried a secret that weighed her down, a secret that had ruined every relationship she had ever dared to try. No one knew, not even her family or her best friend. Over the years, she had become an expert at hiding her shame, even as it wrecked her relationships and chances at love. Her first serious relationship had been in the university with Chijoke. He was everything she thought she wanted: funny, kind, and attentive. But for months, things were perfect. They spent late nights studying together, an afternoon laughing over sheep suya at the campus gate. But when they started planning a weekend trip, Amara panicked. Chijoke excitedly said to Amara one evening, "Amara, the resort had everything: hiking trails, a pool, even a little cabin for just the two of us. It would be so fun." Amara, with nervousness on her face, I I don't think I can go, Chijoke. I I Amara stammered. "I have some things to handle that weekend." Her excuses only pushed him away, and the relationship crumbled under the weight of her secrecy. Her second relationship ended in even more heartbreak. Eze, a young architect, had been head over heels for her. When he started hinting at marriage, Amara found herself withdrawing. One evening, Eze said to Amara, "You know I love you, Amara. I can't wait to build a future with you." Amara, forcing a smile, she replied, "Let's not rush things, Eze. We still have time." But Eze didn't want to wait forever. When he proposed 6 months later, Amara broke things off, using vague excuses about not being ready. By the time she turned 29, Amara had given up on the idea of marriage altogether. Relationships were exhausting, always requiring her to tiptoe around her shame. It was easier to be alone than to risk everyone finding out her secret. But as the months passed, loneliness began to creep in. She would scroll through her pictures of weddings on social media and wonder if she would ever find someone who could truly accept her. One evening, Amara's best friend, Nneka, invited her to a dinner. As they sat at a cozy restaurant in town, Nneka brought up the topic she had avoided for months. "Amara," Nneka called out, "but why have you sworn off relationships?" She asked. "You are too amazing to be single, my friend. I don't get why." Amara, sipping her wine, she replied, "It's just easier this way, Nneka. I have tried. It never worked out." "But why?" Nneka asked with curiosity. "What is the real reason? You have never told me." Amara hesitated. The word felt like stone in her throat. Quietly, she said, "I have a condition." "I have a condition, Nneka," she repeated. "Sometimes I can't control. I have had it my whole life. I wet the bed, Nneka, every night. It's not something I can just wish away." Nneka stared at her, stoned. "But Amara, I thought I am your best friend. Why didn't you tell me?" That is not something to keep bottled up. There must be solutions. Doctors, therapists. Amara cutting her off. I have tried everything, Nneka. I have tried herbs, specialists, even prayers. Nothing works. That is why I avoid relationships. I can't let anyone get close enough to find out. Nneka reached across the table and grabbed her hands. But, Amara, you are stronger than this. And I refuse to believe that you are unworthy of love because of something you can't control. Amara shook her head, unconvinced. A few weeks later, Nneka called Amara, practically bursting with excitement. Over the phone, Nneka said to Amara, Amara, I met someone you have to meet. His name is Chike. He works at a tech company and is the kindest person I have ever met. I told him about you and he's dying to meet you. Nneka, no. You know my situation. I can't do this. Just one dinner. One dinner, Amara. If you don't like him, fine. But at least, give him a chance. Reluctantly, Amara agreed. The dinner was at a small cafe downtown. When Amara walked in, she spotted Chike immediately. A tall, confident man with an easy smile. To her surprise, the evening went better than she expected. Chike was warm, funny, and completely disarming. Over the next few months, they began seeing each other regularly. Chike's patience and sincerity made it harder for Amara to keep her words up. But as their relationship deepened, so did her fear. One evening, as they sat in Chike's living room watching a movie, he turned to her. Amara, you have been holding back. I can tell. Whatever it is, I want to help. You can trust me. Amara's chest tightening. She had run from this moment in every relationship before. But something about Chike's steady gaze gave her courage. With tears in her eyes, she called out, Chike, I've been hiding something from you. I don't know if you will be able to accept it. Gently, Chike said, just tell me. Amara took a deep breath. I wet the bed, Chike. I have since I was a child. I have tried everything to fix it, but nothing works. That's why I have pushed people away. I can't bear the thought of everyone finding out. Chike stared at her for a moment, then reached for her hands. Amara, thank you for telling me. That must have been so hard. But this doesn't change how I feel about you. We will figure this out together. You are not alone on this. Amara's tears flew free, a mixture of relief and disbelief. You mean that? She said. You are not going to run? With a smile on Chike's face, he replied, Run? Amara, everyone has something they are dealing with. This is just a part of your story, not the whole of whom you are. For the first time in her life, Amara felt seen and accepted. With Chike's unwavering support, Amara finally sought help from a specialist in Lagos who came highly recommended. The doctor introduced her to a combination of therapies, including a structured blender training program. dietary adjustment, and a small medical device to regulate her nighttime blender activity. For months, Amara followed the plan religiously, supported by Chike's constant encouragement. To her surprise, the treatment began to work. Gradually, the incidents of bedwetting became less frequent until finally they stopped altogether. For the first time in her life, Amara slept peacefully, free of the fear and shame that had haunted her since childhood. A year later, under a bright blue sky, in the beautiful garden surrounded by friends and family, Amara and Chike exchanged their vows. As she looked into Chike's eyes, Amara felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude, not just for his love, but for the journey they had taken together. Their marriage became a new chapter, one built on trust, resilience, and the knowledge that love could conquer even the deepest fear. Amara, once weighed down by her secret, had finally found freedom and happiness in the arms of someone whom saw her for who she truly was. This is the end of my story. Please guys, this is a new channel. You can support me by subscribing, sharing these videos, and also like, and don't forget to drop your opinion on the comment section. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.